So let's take a look at what is behind a plastic bumper cover. So a plastic bumper cover is a painted ABS part. There's other components it can be made of. This is what most of you see. It has grills. The grills openings are for air to flow through there and allow ventilation into what's going on behind here. This is a condenser. Behind the condenser, you have your radiator, which your radiator is what holds the coolant and fluid for the engine. The condenser is what holds the fluid for your AC system. Okay, behind the bumper cover, most of your headlights are mounted. And there's typically some bolts up top, typically some bolts underneath the bottom. Behind the bumper cover, you have an absorber. An absorber it's called an energy absorber. This is meant at the point of impact to, as you can see, it's foam. Some of them are hard plastic, ABS. This is meant to absorb most of the impact that happens in the case of a collision. So if you're in a minor fender bender, sometimes these things just end up flexing and push back out. In a bigger collision or a stronger impact, this will crack or explode, and most of the time this needs to be replaced. Behind the absorber, we have a reinforcement bar. So this is a reinforcement bar beam. This takes a lot of the hit after this energy absorber doesn't get what it's supposed to do, absorb. In heavier collision, this thing tends to bend, and most of the time you just need to replace it. There's 2 bolts here on each end. Typically those are, depending on what car you're working with, 13, 14, 15 millimeters. And it's just what it says there, reinforcement bar. The steel bar, some manufacturers paint them, some don't paint them. It doesn't really matter because it sits behind the bumper, you'll never really see it. Your core support. This core support is what holds everything in the front. It holds your radiator, your condenser, holds your headlights. It's the core, like it says, of it all in the front end. It holds your fenders up above, it holds your fender liners. They're connected to your fluid washers. And its primary weld points are the frame and the apron. The apron is what sits behind the fenders. So in heavier collisions, if you end up needing to replace the cord support, you're gonna have to disassemble the latch, the horn, most of the time the condenser, the radiator, the headlights. There's a lot more going into that. So it's gonna be more of a skill set. In a future video, we will be replacing the core support. Again, you're gonna need a couple more tools. So it's more advanced than changing your bumper, a headlight, hood, or fender. It requires welding most of the time. In some cases, it is bolted on. This one, as you can see, it is bolted on here, but it has some weld spots over there. So this is a combination of both. Our mission at Ready Car Parts is to help do-it-yourselfers and car enthusiasts get the job done by making auto body simple, professional, and affordable.